A new outbreak of dancehall warfare in Jamaica in the middle of this COVID pandemic. How so? The dancehall king comes to weigh in and to answer that question for us. Also coming up right here on our stage, the young artist who, after leaving a popular vocal group 2 years ago, now finds his way as a solo artist. And he is global. The impact of social distancing on dating in Jamaica. The sexy Dr. Shelly-Ann Weeks comes to help us with that topic. All coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winford Williams. We'll be back.
Online worldwide, the internationally acclaimed Onstage with Winford Williams.
Download our app and be on our stage anywhere, everywhere, always. It's been over 6 weeks now since Jamaica has imposed social protocols in response to the COVID pandemic. Total shutdown in some instances. In this segment of our show, we're taking time out to look at how these social protocols may be impacting dating on the island. And to help us, no other than the sex doctor herself, Shelly-Ann Weeks, who is celebrating, by the way, a birthday today. And I must say, happy birthday, Shelly.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're looking like a birthday girl.
I'm looking like a birthday.
You're looking like you're dating. Huh?
Well, let's just say that the sexy does not go anywhere. Pandemics don't stop sexy. So we just have to be creative, and we're going to have to figure out how we maneuver from here.
Oh, well, tell us, because that's what we want to know. You talk sex, you know about sex.
Yes.
So dating, put dating in the mix now. Young people in particular, how are they impacted by the social protocols?
Oh, well, the great thing about being Jamaican is that, by design, we are very creative. And so a lot of persons have to tap into that creativity.
Yes.
And COVID, of course, is a new phenomenon that all of us are trying to figure our ways around. So, of course, dating is a part of it. There's a lot of naked people on social media and a lot of shows being put on with each other for the persons who have the smartphone, and they can take photos and they can sext and text and all of that. But I really just think that the best way to treat it is like a long-distance relationship, because the truth is those social distancing protocols that you mentioned really just stops persons from having the social interaction that they normally would have in a typical dating scenario.
Yes.
So now them can't get figure on a movie, and them can't get figure on a dinner, and
first touch.
all of those things, and the typical.
The first touch, the first whatever,
good.
The first kiss,
all of those
and these physical things.
All the physical things that are normally on the table are off the table now.
So relationships are still moving from meeting.
Yes, man.
To sex.
Just people are meeting online.
In the creative way you speak of it.
But people are meeting online as well. So it's not just somebody
So they meet online.
So they meet online,
yes.
they connect online, they have all-night conversations, them fall asleep together with the phone. You may sleep rest on the phone upon my pillow, and you with the ear so asleep, and we asleep together. And all of that is happening. So, it's just, like I said, you have to be creative. You have to treat it like a long-distance relationship. But the great thing about it, and I think it's a kind of blessing in a way, because it forces you now to have a relationship outside of the physical, sexual contact. That, a lot of us depend on that. A lot of us depend on chemistry and the spark and when I touch you, it tingles and all of that. No, they don't have that to play with because they can't touch each other. But now they have to have actual conversations. They actually have to get to know each other. And I think that's a great place to start a relationship.
But can you really, I mean, in the old days, right?
Pre-COVID.
You meet someone, there's the breaking of the ice,
yes,
conversation, you get to first touch.
Yes.
You dance, you flirt, you whatever.
Yes.
The norm now, you're saying, you step from From meeting someone online.
Online, yes.
And you're intimate with the same person.
Yes.
And yet to be met
Yes.
in the flesh.
Yes.
That is what is the answer now?
Yes.
This is what is actually happening,
All right, well,
Shelley?
first of all, Winfred, let us not pretend as if this is being caused by COVID, because prior to COVID, this has been happening anyway.
Yes.
I mean, for crying out loud, there's a show on TLC called 90 Day Fiancé, and basically what that is you have people who met online, who literally meet each other for the first time, and they have 90 days to decide if they want to get married or not. So this is not a new phenomenon. It's just that now, out of necessity, persons who would normally have the option to do all of those nice things you spoke about before, now have to find other ways to connect that don't include them actually physically being in the same space. So now they have to make use of phone and data and Wi-Fi and put all kind of sexy things on the internet. I mean, I would be so interested to see what, if somebody was doing that study, to see what is the increase of nakedness on the internet, because there's a whole heap of nudity.
Yeah, well,
when you hear somebody say them going to somebody DM, them slide into the DMs, you know what that means? Them see them on Instagram, them like what them see, and them send them a DM, and based on that, they start to have they have a conversation.
Virtual this and virtual
then
that.
That moves into a little bit more, and then they create a connection, and then they decide to meet. So this part of it isn't new. It's just that, as a matter of fact, it's probably new for the people who, maybe my age and older, who now had a relationship with somebody that they are now not physically occupying the same space with that person. So now they have to figure out, how are we going to maintain our connection? I think it is more difficult for that group than for the people you're talking about, because they live in that space anyway.
All right, so what is the fallout rate in relationships like those?
Well, I saw an article in HuffPost talking about the divorce rate in China that spiked. The divorce rate went up something like 50% as a result of the social distancing. The people were quarantined, they were stuck in the homes together, and as soon as they relaxed the quarantines, people were running to divorce offices, to divorce lawyers, trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? I cannot be in this relationship anymore. And what has happened is that the fact that people are actually spending an unusual amount of time together, it produces two extreme reactions. So it's either it makes them grow closer or it drives them apart, because now you realize that you're in a relationship with somebody that you're literally just actually meeting. Because all of the other things that we had to fill up our days and to keep us occupied are no longer there. So now you really get to look across at the person that you've committed to be with and realize that they chew with their mouths open, and you find that annoying. And so now, this thing, one thing be revealed after another, after another, after another, and now you realize that I did not know who this person was.
Okay.
And now it's, am I going to accept it, or am I going to run from it? And that is the decision that a lot of couples are going to have to make after all of this.
Oh, so it's like starting all over, if we should ever normalize?
Literally.
Or could this be the new normal?
No, well, normal as we know it is no longer on the table for anything. So from just working to relationships, to even the way we study, everything has changed. So I think what has to happen is that persons have to really have some self-evaluation and see what it is that I want moving forward. And then you're going to take that through to your relationship, through to your career, through to all the different aspects of your life, because COVID has changed our lives. We are completely different now. There's before COVID and after COVID. Normal is no longer on the table.
So distancing is now the norm.
Well, let's just put it this way. Hugs and kisses are very, 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 very different now. Hugs and kisses are not so free and willy-nilly given away. The persons who get hugs and kisses now are going to be more discriminate about how they get them and give them. But we really have to dig deep and figure out how we can actually be better at communicating with each other, because a lot of the things that we took for granted are no longer options.
Yes.
So we have to actually make effort, and we have to put ourselves in inconvenient, uncomfortable spaces in order to have anything meaningful, because that's literally where we are. A lot of the frivolous things, because I'm looking at COVID as this thing that's stripping away all of the fake and the unnecessary, and you're going to be end with something raw and real and authentic, because a lot of persons are together with somebody who not only did they not know, but they didn't like, but because they had all of those trappings to distract them. They went out a lot and they always had somebody around them and there's a lot of booze and stimulants. But now all of that is gone and they realize that I'm stuck with somebody I don't even like.
So it was wrong from the beginning?
From the beginning.
Because this is a time when people would normally bond more and get together and come together
In some cases.
and value
In some
companionship. So it could be concluded that virtual dating and meeting and so on are in peril.
No.
No?
No.
Is that?
Not in peril at all. It's just the process is different. I don't think it's in peril. And that's why I say I think it's an opportunity. I think it's now a chance for us to actually really, really talk, really, really communicate, really get to know the person on some level before we put the physical stimulants between us. So now you get to actually have conversations and you see what them feel about certain things, which might be very important to you and you wouldn't have found that out before because you were so busy being naked with the person anyway. So now you're actually having deeper conversations. I think it's a good thing.
It sounds like you're going back to the future. The good old days, Shelley. You go back into this dating, be patient, wait, third date, and these things.
Yes. No, but Jamaicans never really dated, you know. Like, I'm of the belief that Jamaicans don't really date. We just got, and then we're there. So, after we got, and a few things decide if we're there or not. It's either when we finally get physical, after you get physical, we say, all right, now we're there. Or if certain people in your life see you together with the person, all right, now you're there. Or if you go out publicly enough and maybe they take a photo of you and put it in the media, all right, now you're there. So there's really, the way we used to do things could take an upgrade. So I think it's an opportunity for us to upgrade. That's just what I'm saying.
All right, Shelley, well, continue to enjoy your birthday, my dear. Your birthday weekend, that is.
Yes.
And all the very best. Good. Thanks for coming and sharing with us.
It's an absolute pleasure. And big up your damn self. I mean, COVID is a very challenging time for all of us.
Okay.
And, you know.
It is right now for me because I can't even touch you.
I know, right?
It is. Okay.
Yes, social distancing.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, there you have it. What do you think, though? Let's hear from you. You know what to do. Just log on and keep the conversation going. And stay with us right here on stage next.
Before I be a slave.
The young artist who, after leaving a popular vocal group 2 years ago, now finds his way as a solo artist. And he is global. He'll be next and later.
So everybody keep your hands up. Wave and sing.
The king of the dancehall will be weighing in on a lot of things that are happening right now in dancehall. At a time when we should be more united, it appears if you were to log into the social chatosphere that we are going apart. Old wars are resurrected, are recycled, and newcomers are looking for somebody to pick back right now. That's what. So we're going to ask the dancehall king about it later on. All coming up right here on our stage. We'll be back.
That one you know we need for stop. Everybody put your hands up.
Online worldwide, the internationally acclaimed Onstage with Winford Williams.
Download our app and be on our stage anywhere, everywhere, always.
Since his departure from the group Raging Fire 2 years ago, fans of the band's music have been anticipating that its former lead singer, Kumar, would launch a solo career in music. And finally, the St. Elizabeth-born singer is beginning to meet that expectation.
Before I be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave.
On our stage right now to talk his first album, which is described as a mental, physical, and spiritual movement in music, is no other than Kumar. And he's also premiering a brand new video. Kumar, sir. Welcome.
Greetings, Sir Winford. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you, sir.
Yes, John.
You know, bless up. And how's this thing treating you, by the way?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's affecting almost every single industry worldwide, you know,
Yes.
this whole lockdown and even just COVID-19. I think it's, you know, as Shelley said, you know, there's a new normal that we need to find because really and truly, you know, being at home for the last 2 months, you know, I kind of, you know, got some time to really get more in tune with my family, first and foremost. And second of all, more time to actually, you know, vision, you know, my project and see where exactly I want it to go. So, you know, it's been good to me and, you know, food no short because we have farm.
Yes, because home is St. Elizabeth.
Home is St. Elizabeth, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But less distracted, right, when you're in the country.
Definitely.
Social distancing is not much of a challenge.
Because we live on an 8-acre farm. You have to shout loud to hear the neighbor.
See, yeah. You know? Okay, boss. So let's go back a little bit
Judge.
now, quickly, to 2 years ago. What caused the band to be disbanded?
Well, I mean, I think it's just differences with ideas and opinions and where we really wanted to go as a band, you know? I mean, there's still not a lot of explanation being done on both sides, my side or the band, in terms of what really happened because, you know, it wasn't the easiest decision for me to make, you know, walking away from something that I had invested practically my entire life into. 3 albums and touring and getting nominated for a Grammy. It was a very difficult decision to make, but, you know, in the end, I think once you know, you know. Once you believe in yourself, then, you know, I wasn't the first either to leave a band, nor will I be the last. I think I'm just, you know, following my course that, you know, the Father set out for me.
But it was amicable, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, yes and no, you know, because, I mean, the relationships, you know, have somewhat, you know, deteriorated in a little way, you know, in terms of the communication that we used to have as a band. So there is not much communication between Kumar and the guys. But, I mean, I still perform the songs, I still sing the music. And, I mean, in the music business, I think that's beneficial to them and myself if they're performing as well and singing. So I think that's amicable, that we all can agree that, you know, the songs were done as a team and, you know, everybody still has a right to perform and sing the music. So overall, I wish them all the best, though, you know, in terms of their future endeavors. I'm not quite sure what they've been up to.
Okay, my friend, it is very common for groups to disband.
Yes,
especially vocal groups. I don't know if it will ever stop. Or if there's any remedy, really, for it.
Yes, I think there's a remedy. I think as musicians in Jamaica and artists, especially if you're thinking to join a band, like, nobody expect anything bad to happen, you know? So we start out as brethren, but then as brethren, I think most times we need to formalize our businesses amongst ourselves.
Okay.
You know, because friend and company, you know, and business don't work. You know, you really have to have, you know, goals and visions and stick to them. And if somebody messes up, then somebody has to take responsibility.
Yeah, you know,
and I think living like that, you know, would save a lot of drama in the end because me and you are brethren and you give me 2 words to a song and we never sign off on any publishing agreement and the song release and argument pop up. So this is not the case with us as a band, but I'm just saying this is something that musicians and artists need to think about before them say, yeah man, we's a band of 7 or 8 people and 5 years down the line, the person who did a lot of the work has nothing to show for being in the band.
You know, that's profound, my friend, and it's important that you touch on it, you know, because we know this. It's true that emotions don't run business.
No.
Business is run on principle.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And to the fans them out there, I mean, a lot of fans have been, you know, asking the same question about, you know, what happened and blah, blah, blah. But really and truly, you know, my new album, if you go out and get it, you will realize exactly what happened. Kumar is a musician, Kumar is a songwriter, and, you know, more than that, I have, you know, a feeling inside of me that, you know, I really want to share with everybody else. I want to share this with the world. So my music is as honest as you will get it. I try not to follow the trends or what's happening.
Yes.
So even if 2 people buy my CD or 2 people download it, I mean, that's not the aim, but I would feel very good to know that it affected somebody's life in a positive way, or they were inspired to say, yo, if Kumar can put out the album after I leave, this major thing he was doing, and he's doing well with his album, I think I can do it. So it's really to inspire young artists as well, to say, yo, you don't really need a big label or a big backing behind you all the time to be honest with yourself, or to create a body of work that, you know, people will like, people will love it once you believe in yourself.
I think
you know?
people are feeling the sincerity.
Yes, sir.
So talk more about the album. Jump into it for me.
Yeah, well, Culture Walk is a different sound, you know. So I would say to people who are going out to get the album, you know, don't expect, because, you know, I used to hear that expectation is the mother of disappointment.
Yes.
If you expect Kumar to be putting out an album with, you know, what you know Kumar for, then I think you're going to be, you know, surprised when you get the record, because it's not just reggae music, it's not just roots music, you know, which is my first market, my first love, roots rocking. But over time, I realized traveling, you know, has given me more than rice and peas on Sunday in terms of your culture. Because we as Jamaicans, you know, every Sunday rice and peas, people used to eat with them carrot juice. Now, I think, you know, having been exposed to Indonesian culture, Mauritius, and, you know, American societies as well as African societies, and, you know, Russia, all over the world where we've traveled, I realized one thing, you know, is common amongst people, and is that we all share this need for being hopeful. No care who is a leader, who is a political leader, who is your... We all have this need, you know. If you're atheist, if you believe in a God, everybody still wants a better day. They want a better tomorrow. And
that's a common thread.
Yeah, that's a common thing. And how you get there is usually through, you know, conversations of understanding other people's struggles and understanding other people's successes, you know, to really... So that's what really inspired me to say, all right, I'm going to take a culture walk just through myself and through how my worldview was shaped over the last 10 years. Because growing up in the country in St. Elizabeth, my worldview is different from now, you know, as a youth traveling the world and actually seeing that, yeah, we can live together as people, you know? Yeah.
And people are people wherever they are, regardless of race, creed, and culture. Again, important that we share that, because sometimes we're not prepared as we should. No. Jamaicans, the world calls you when you bust in music.
Exactly.
But how ready are we, some of us, to exploit, to meet what they expect of us?
And that's it. Practice makes permanent. That is my advice, you know? I love rehearsals. I have to rehearse and practice and make sure I get my shows right.
So discipline.
Discipline, man.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm not exercising as much as I should be, you know, in terms of making sure your lungs still, you know, can manage the high notes that you're always putting in.
But you know it is...
But I know what's
critical.
Yeah, it's critical to your development as an artist. And, you know, as an artist, if you're not a good songwriter and you have a great vocal, find people who can write great songs for you. And I mean, these are the little things that would separate, you know, the Chronics and the Protege from a lot of other people, because they're really writing good songs, putting out good music, you know, and there's a lot more mentionable artists as well in our industry who have taken, you know, that stance in terms of making sure that the quality is up there.
How deep are you in writing?
Well, it's my first love. You know, I love writing.
Yes.
I really enjoy the process of...
So pretty much your work is your
my work is my own. Most of my work is my writing, you know. On the album, there's a song, Loyalty, which was written by my drummer, Sean P., you know, drummer and producer.
So this album then would be speaking to the world.
Definitely.
And when you write, you see the world in your mind's eye, so to speak.
Yes, and I will feel, because sometimes I try to
feel the world.
I shut my eye most of the time, Winford, because, you know, if you really go around using your eyes, you know, judging the world, then really and truly half of what you know is a lie. Because most times what you see is not what's really happening. So I think if people get a little bit more compassionate, you know, and actually ground themselves, you know, ground yourself towards the energies that are floating around sometimes. And you realize that, yo, you know, say, that lady over there, so when it looks so well, me can actually say a nice thing to her just for she feel a little bit better, because when she feel better, she might push out a good energy somewhere else, and the positivity will continue.
Credit some people.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the album, I have producers like Giovanni Morrison from True Ambassador, Weekday. I have Notice Productions, you know, Unga and Welsh, you know, on the album, producing 2 songs. I have Siobhan as a feature. I have Agent Sasko, you know, one of my favorite dancehall artists, you know. I have M1 on the album, you know, from Dead Presidents, you know, in the US, you know, and I mean, there's a lot more mentions, you know, Walter Bono, we have Sean P, as I said earlier, you know, on a production. You know, we have Riff Raff from Nebulous and Robert Livingston and productions. So, I mean, the album is star-studded, I think, and it has a whole heap of, you know, whole heap of great music.
In production and in performance.
Definitely. And it's distributed by Baco Records, and it was executively produced by myself and my manager, Daniel Pata.
All right, pause for a second, Kumar, and let's just take a shot from your album right here.
Dry bones, living in a world.
Wow, Dry Bones. That's the title of that one from Kumar. And so much more, great tracks like that. on the album, Bridget.
Definitely.
Listen, so what love are you getting locally, though?
I mean, I'm getting a lot of love locally, really and truly. You know, me here, you know, some of the radio disc jocks playing, you know, they Remember Me, which is the first single, you know.
Yes.
Before I be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave. So, I mean, I'm getting a lot of love from that song, you know. A lot of views went on that video on YouTube since it's been up. But more importantly, worldwide, I mean, my biggest fan base right now is in Mauritius. And I visited there last year and performed, you know, to some amazing crowds last year, sold out shows, you know, with my band, you know. And that was a really great feeling, you know. So now I'm looking to go back to Mauritius and Rodrigue Island and Madagascar.
See what I'm saying?
You know.
This was good music, my friend. Good music. And it's important that you share with our youths because they are in demand, they're special. The world is interested in them.
Indeed.
And they should know what the world wants of them.
The world wants honesty. The world wants realness. The world wants you to be yourself.
Do you feel like more youths want to walk the way you walk, the way the Chronics and the neo roots, them as we call them?
I think a lot of them are inspired to walk this road, but are not quite sure of the steps to take to walk this road because patience is the first thing.
They're being influenced by what is immediately in front of them.
I mean, it's there, and I can't to bash the youth them because most of them realize that, all right, you have a song today that, you know, is not really a positive song, but guess what, you get some attention on it. You know, all right, fine, you get some attention on it, but how far is that song gonna go? Because, you might have 300,000 people in the world that listen to your record, you know, for the first month, and after that, the streamings drop, and nobody cares, and then you come with another one that you get the same amount of streaming for a minute, and it drop. What about creating music that 10 years from now, after COVID, you can put in a COVID album? You know, you can put in an album and say, say Kumar, they drop an album within the COVID time, and you listen to it, and it actually is relevant still 10 years later, you know? So the youth, them need to understand that it's not, you know, about the love of money or the love of, you know, the popular lifestyle or just being famous or whatever. If you don't love music, now it's going to show. If you don't love music, I think being under lockdown now and not being able to tour, not being able to travel and doing all of these things, a lot of people might try something else, or a lot of artists might get frustrated with themselves.
We've noticed, and we're going to address it later with the king of the dancehall, where in this time of COVID, when the most important response is unity among all peoples of the planet. And it seems to me that in our space, in our dancehall local space, youths find time, too much time, to be engaging, to recycle war among themselves, among their own dancehall cohorts in music, man resurrect old wars, and are using the time, this time when too much time, we have too much time on our hands, to engage enemies or pick something on somebody if you didn't have an enemy.
I mean, two things, Winford. The devil find work for idle hands. And the second thing is that our culture, back to the word culture, our culture is made up of you know, who's bigger, who are the better one, who better than who. And I mean, with that kind of mindset over the years, the clash culture, which I enjoy it in the sound system. You know, I love sound system and that culture where, you know, you have two sound a clash and the better sound with the most dub win. But when it comes to artists clashing with them one another, if it can be clean, then that's fine. But once it becomes something where people getting personal and finding time to pick on somebody else, you know, I mean, I don't really find time to put my brain over them specific. I don't even listen.
So come on. Blessings here, sir. I must shake your hand, but...
Virtual shake.
Virtual shake, okay.
Bluetooth.
Bridget, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Wishing you all the very best with your album. We'll be tracking it. We'll be tracking your career as well and reporting to people where I go out with, and we expect good things.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
And we know your mindset is all about good things. So blessings, sir. Walk good.
Always.
Safe travel back to St. Bess.
Yeah, man, always a pleasure to be here, you know. The whole Jamaica, the whole world, you know. International program on stage. I mean, I'm privileged to be on this stage, you know, to kind of share it.
Blessed love. All right, and next, right here on our stage, as mentioned earlier, the king of the dancehall will be weighing in on some of the latest developments as it relates to warfare in dancehall. The king comes to answer.
Online worldwide, the internationally acclaimed Onstage with Winford Williams.
Download our app and be on our stage anywhere, everywhere, always.
Now, Jamaica is no exception to the devastating effect of COVID-19 on planet Earth. But when it comes to our dancehall chatosphere, the deadly pandemic is secondary to what has the attention of too many. War. War of words. This as factions recycle old wars and newcomers find someone to pick on. In normal times, we would just laugh about this. But when there is a deadly, invisible, indiscriminate murderer, like COVID, literally killing us, unity has got to be at the forefront of our response. Dancehall, business, church, all sectors of the society should unite to fight. No one is spared from this pandemic. This thing is hitting us physically, mentally, economically. It's war, people. So how then do we find time to turn on the fire on perceived enemies, on others, with words? Albeit words. Brethren, words can escalate to more. And so much are we now nothing to do? And so much hate we have in our way? That's a question we're going to bring up right now with the dancehall king, who brings to our stage his treatment of COVID in music. Right now, right here on our stage, dancehall king Beenie Man. Welcome.
Blessings, Island.
Blessings, yes. Sir. You are all masked up and thing.
Yeah.
I hope it's not because you fear me.
No, I don't fear that.
you're adhering to the protocol.
To the protocol, yes.
I respect that, sir.
Blessings.
All right, sir. So, Beenie, how do you respond to that question?
To war now? In music?
I hate we hate one another, so why is it so important that war if you go on now? Is it people have nothing to do? What is the justification for this particular war?
You see, I can't think for the youth them, because the youth them, I don't know what kind of meditation them are dealing with right now. Because I know, so when it comes to into a destructive state, that's where we're into right now, where people are dying. For 5,000 people dead in New York a day. 2 days, 3 days, 10,000 people dead in America, 10,000 people dead in England. We have 300 odd cases in Jamaica right now where everybody are worried. Portmore, Spanish Town, Kingston, everywhere in Jamaica, the pandemic is wicked. So right now, I don't understand how a man find time for war with each other. I don't get it still.
Yes.
But artists are artists, you know? Them do what they want to do. Them feel like the music business is their business. Whereas music business is everybody's business. I don't know if man are trying to keep relevance or man are trying to show dominance or I don't know where it is for. But
what about love conquer all things?
Yeah, but I don't know what them money are doing. I didn't try to tell you. As me know say war is not this is not the right time for any war. Because if me are any artist with a war now at this time, the war would have to done. Because people need help. You have people that suffer out there. You have man in the work for weeks now and them youth that they're hungry. We need to put our strength together and put ourselves together so we can give people strength. Because people don't really need help. Them don't help themselves already. Them need a strength. So them can balance themselves. So it's for us now as artists. You know, we are work right through the year and I make some food and we can get some sponsor from anybody else to come together and, you know, put a thing together to help the people. But them money help themselves. Them money deal with fan and the fan want to know who bother. So is the man the versus the man, the man the versus the man, the man the versus the man. We don't even know who I was. Because first of all, say was Jamil versus Amanda, then the next man that joined the war, then Amanda joined the war, then Amanda joined the war. So I don't know if relevance or I'm going to try to prove dominance. You know, it's not my thing, but
is
it's
there
not
any
the
such
time
thing?
for war.
Hip-hop, is that happening in hip-hop? Any
No.
other music genres where people take on one another?
Everybody is together now. Everybody is together now because right now it's about family. People that die all over the world. People know that because you have our best friend, Superclad, him drop out. You
Yes.
never hear about that.
Yes.
Me only hear say, the man they release a new song today. I chop off the man the neck. You see me I say, so these are the times that we lose.
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken drop out.
Chicken.
Serious.
Q45's chicken, who was just on our
Chicken
stage
are
the
our
other day.
chicken, man, our friend.
Yes.
I don't know Q45 chicken, our chicken.
And chicken
Our
just...
friend, him, one of us, him, an artist.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
on our
I'm
show a
just
couple
dead.
weeks ago. And him,
A DJ, him watch a show too.
yeah,
Yeah. Him and Wayne Wonder, them
and he's dead.
And him drop out. No man not talk about that. Him man a war right now. The man, so I'm gonna know how serious it is to other people. Him know how serious it is to film career for war the next man. It don't make no sense. We supposed to be together as one unity, one entity, one force, driving strength and, awareness to the people them, for the people them know say, all right, we are here for you. We are not only here for ourselves because we sing, we are here for you all, and it's for us to show the people our support that, we have to tell people to stay home. We have to get them the reason why they have to stay home. It's not because me I war against a man that you can't stay home and listen to me on your phone. It's because we are pushing love and unity and equality towards towards mankind.
But everything is under review now, the way we used to live in a Beenie.
Yeah, it can't
We
work.
have to review the way we've been living,
True,
the things we're believing,
true,
the things we're subscribing to.
true.
Our behavior is under review because we now know that there can be something like this. Nobody alive has ever been through something
It
like
don't
this.
make no sense what the artists them are doing. Well, it makes sense to them, and it makes sense to people who don't care. Cause you have people who don't care now. That people just listen to music
Yes.
and say, boy, you don't know what go on. All right, cartel join the war. I don't join the war. That man join the war. Them are glad if Beenie man join the war or Bounty Killer join the war. But it don't make no sense because this is not no time for war. It's time
Right,
for unity.
because it's distracting people from what they
They need
ought to be
think about-
listening
You
to.
can't distract the world of protecting themselves. All right, people don't need to stay home. All right, then the war don't make no sense because let me tell you how the war don't make no sense. The last war we have was Mavado and Cartel,
Yes.
where you have music actually music actually playing at the dance hall. After Mavado and Cartel, all the war them is internet war. I'm on a war online. It don't make no sense because they're on a different rhythm from that man version. That man they sing on a slower rhythm and you sing on a faster rhythm. You can't mix the war. The war go on, you can't go so and mix the war.
Well, maybe because it's not music, Beenie.
yeah,
It's anger. I'm on a spill.
But why are you having so much anger for that man? That man never did anything.
Yes, this is what I can't understand.
That man
the
is stealing nothing from
propensity to hate somebody else.
But that man is still nothing from you. It's not like that man a stop your career or that man stop you from reach where
But
you want to
but the man them don't even know each other that well.
And then
You just know them through music, through a record they make or music.
My lad, let me tell you something. I've been through my fair shares of war. Me and Bounty Killer, me and Capitan, me and Whole heap of artists. Whole heap of artists just fight me because I am that I am. You see me, I say, is it? But nowadays, the artists, which the younger artists, them don't even find themselves. I don't think them know themselves. I don't think them focus within finding themselves because every man a bad man, every man a gangster. Every man a do them own thing. No man a learn from no man. No man a watch what no man do. No man a teach him nothing. This and that. No man can't tell me nothing. No man can't tell me how to go. That's not how the music was. This is how the music is.
But it appears that our youths are not interested in the foundation laid.
No, them don't believe in the foundation either.
And yeah, because we are exceptional.
And this is where it all went wrong. Because once you don't
course
believe
it's
in the
wrong.
foundation, a dunghill.
This is an enviable by,
Yes.
by countries around the world.
Yes.
Foundation. This is what every
People don't
country
like it because people
in
wonder
the
how
world
we have
would
so much
like
power.
to have a Jamaican
People wonder
foundation
how
in
Jamaica
music.
have so much powers. How Bob Marley is still on top of the charts.
Yes.
Robert Nesta Marley died. Bob Marley not dead. Bob Marley is still living today. Oh, we do that. And then we know, all right, we know as artists, we grew up.
We're
in
rubbishing that, Beenie.
Yeah,
That's what's
not
happening.
us. You can't mix me up with the youth them we are going. You can't mix up.
It's
us.
being rubbished. It's almost as
It's
if
been
man I say,
disrespected, Bridget.
them look all sitting there for going.
Yeah, them say, them in a see a youth on TV, I say, me can't teach him nothing, Bunty can't teach him nothing. Them and the all, and them thing there. And yeah, this is all the disrespect that we have gone, we have been through.
But even, all right, so it's warfare. Look at you on Bounty.
Yeah.
When it really get to a point, you all step back.
Yeah, you have to step back.
And right now, we're not the best of friends.
Yes.
Because we never kill one another.
No, we never fight.
And whatever you might have traded as in verbally
Yeah.
was never played out in reality.
Physically, never.
Saying so much so that Bounty tell me, say, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
And you are saying the same as well.
Yes.
So where do they draw the line? If COVID is not a time to just look back and say, brethren, rest the war them.
Now for them youth are never there when Gilbert blew in. And see when Jamaica come together for the first time. In the 80s, that was war right through
Yes,
from 1980 till 1986.
Absolutely, yeah.
86, war.
Now, Gilbert
Fire
is a good
right through.
example,
Gilbert
actually.
bring back everybody together. PNP, JLP, PNP, I help JLP, JLP, I help PNP. Man, I carry zinc from over there to the zinc there. When the government come and issue out zinc, you have JLP, I issue out zinc in a PNP community. PNP, I issue out zinc in a JLP community. A man remember those, a man know those times. So in these times now, when we're supposed to get together and everybody has to stay home and stay with your family and be with your family, a man just say, yeah, you know, we can start a war and start a thing. And I think start going because it's all about the views. It's all about how much people view your site, and it's all about how much views your song get. It's not about bringing people together. It's all about bringing people to you. You have some people only time them going on the mouse are when them go sleep. See? Give them some music so them can full enjoy themselves. Yes. You know have people who are against themselves. Oh, my heart is joining the thing and so instead of me give you a cup of soup, me I give you a heart full of hatred. Where me do want let
But
out
you know,
fire
if the man them aspire in music, me don't say man can aspire in music.
Them to aspire, but
you
don't aspire
can't
the wrong way.
the violence.
Yes, God. Don't
This is
aspire
no
the wrong
time
way.
for violence
No.
to be in it.
No.
Because some people are taking the violence seriously.
I mean, I find it necessary. Well, the music was
Anyway.
supposed to be all about love. The music was supposed to be all about respect.
As-
Music was supposed to be all about harmony and unification amongst each other. If I'm gonna throw a word, is at the time when word deserve a throw. So when you throw a word, remember when Sting used to keep, you know, so by the end of the year, Sting will keep. So me and you go buck up a Sting. No more Sting now keep, so no man now buck up. What the war about? Me and you now do the same show, me and now vice man the same rhythm. What the war is about? Is the war about showing talent, or the war is about showing say me better than you and me can chat wickeder things than you? What the war is all
Okay.
about? When we go so, memories don't live like people do, but to find the same rhythm and say, you leave the world in a suspense, you get to me and say no. So the music them can play together. When my father say, shut on no bleach with cream, me bleach with me whoop whoop, see? And then Cartel come and say, 3 o'clock in the morning. This is how clash goes. If me can mix the clash, it don't make no sense. At the time when Cartel and my father were, yeah, dancehall need that because, you know, but them never need the gunshot and shooting off and you for go to jail and the man there for dead. Then they just need peace and unity and verbal arguments. Like me and Bounty Killer. Me and Capleton have a verbal argument.
Poor people debate.
Yes, poor people debate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw it go. Me and Capleton have a verbal argument. Someone try to take it the wrong way. And respect Capleton because Capleton bust before me. And me know the music at the same time as Capleton.
Yes.
So the two of we start at the same time. So, you know, it's not a matter of me supposed to fight against him or him supposed to fight against me. It's we supposed to be one unity. But dancehall, no, you know, it's not in one accord. You know, it's the man they hate the man there and the man they hate the man there. For what reason? And they're all youths.
Yeah.
And yeah, it don't make no sense.
Too young to know everything, yet pretend to know all things.
But them say them are the youngest and the greatest, Virgil. Yeah.
Anyway, Bridget, you have a treatment for the thing.
Yes, God.
You have a treatment for COVID, Beenie, as you always do.
Hands up.
Saying, so let us go to it right here.
Yeah. Some people, yeah. Let's watch this.
Now everybody put your hands up.
Better world.
Better world. That's, we just wish all of the artists them right now where are just look into themselves. Because Every man a big man, every man have youth, you know. Like, seriously, just look into yourself and see where you don't want your youth to listen to now. If you want your youth to listen to, you are throw word to the next man right now. When, you know,
Yes.
you're supposed to unify the world.
That's true, you know, that is
Like,
what they need to
yeah,
bear in
they
mind.
need-
They have
yeah.
children,
They have
and these
children
kids
as well.
will grow up and look
Yes,
at a
and-
song you made,
Yes.
or what you said, what you did about this COVID
Right,
time.
fire 'em out, they fight
Where
everybody.
were you during the COVID pandemic?
I know what
Daddy,
True.
where were you? What did you do
Me a
about
war-
it? Where's
me-
your song?
Me a war doing food.
Well, that too
Yeah,
is out
throw
there.
what I have
The
with
kid
fun.
will go and find it
Yes,
on
serious
some
thing.
platform.
Yeah, you have to know these things. You see me, Mr. Manuel, I've been through a storm, 1980, been through Gilbert, been through the whole of them will come after Gilbert. And we there I will see AIDS come, and we there I will see, what you call it, Polo come, we there I will see, you know, with the mosquito them bite people and give people sickness and them things.
Chicken
And
good,
live
yeah.
through that, you see it? And we live through that and we're there right now, through this pandemic right now. They are them to just let it go, Virgin. Make some music for the people them, so the people them can dance and enjoy themselves. Dexter Tap just get released from jail. Remember a song named, what you call it, Breaking News. Yeah, this is the kind of news we need for years. Sing some song for the girl them, Virgin. You know, sing some song for the youth them where out there with them hustling, stop. You know,
Yeah.
try find something.
So
to do.
many
Jesus Christ, man. There's so
Hungry
many things.
youths out there.
My lad,
At
one ti-
risk,
all right,
at
but
risk youths.
Watch this now. One time, we usually have careful go give old people. No, you have to give food to everybody because everybody want food and the old people alone want food. Young people want food to carry them out a job. So, these are what we have to do as artists, my lad. Support the supporters. Because people are the supporters. Them support you. Without them, you are nothing. So, you know, anything you can do for them. Not only fighting against yourself, you know, making some music for them, giving them some food, some water, something, you know. This is how we have to go find time and spend our energy into. Help the community where we come from, or help the communities where help we, Bridget, and stop the foolishness.
But you know, again, it's a time, it's a reset going on in the world.
Yes, Bridget.
And we hope on the other side of it, mentalities will be changed, people's outlook will be changed, behavior will be changed.
Yes, God.
People can have a better and a more focused and united front or perspective on life and their own existence.
As far as I see it, it comes down to responsibility. All who know better do better, Bridget. Yeah?
All right, King. So thanks, sir, for coming and sharing.
Love
with
you,
us.
Rastafari.
All the very best.
Blessings, man.
The
Thank you for
family is
having
good.
me.
The wife is good.
Yes.
Crystal
yes,
and,
man.
and the
They-
baby.
Yeah, man. Pick them good.
And the other kids.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them good.
Okay.
So, my 7 daughters and my 5 sons, they are great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And thank you for asking me about my family. Always yours.
Mine are all good so
Blessings.
far. Thank God.
Beloved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Blessings. All right, so there you have him. King of the dancehall. That's why he's king of the dancehall. He's always reaching out to people and wanting to share love and always calling for unity. Beenie man, go check it.
Love on
Always.
yourself. Respect on yourself. Honor on yourself.
All right, so that's our show for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Stay safe wherever you are in the world. And join us again next week for more excitement, love, unity, right here on our stage.
On stage.
All right, thanks for watching our video. You know what to do. Click, subscribe, and be on our stage always.